Hello, thank you. You may be seated. Hi, my name is Teresa Jones, and I would like to thank all of the fellow Cato employees, managers, CEOs, and COOs for joining me for today for our discussion. Thank you so much for being here. First, I would like to start off this discussion by saying that Cato was founded in 1946 and has since then become a multi-billion-dollar industry. It is located in 31 out of 50 of the United States and has since grown to offer sister stores such as Persona, It's Fashion, and It's Fashion Metro. Cato has a high customer service satisfaction rating because we like to allow for our customers to feel at home whenever they come and shop with us. Since I've been an employee here for a little over 2 years, I've been able to grow a steady client base with some of the customers that come in and out of the store. And I have had the privilege of meeting customers from all over in the entire world. However, I have noticed a huge difference in conversations between customers who do understand every single word that we're saying and customers that unfortunately do not speak the language that we do, and we are unable to hold a conversation with them as well as we do with people who speak our language. And I know you're probably wondering, if the customers haven't complained about it so far, why is it such a big deal? And I understand that issue. However, I would like to think that we should consider our customers first before they even have to ask us anything about this in advance. And of course, there are other factors that lead into this as well. I know you're probably wondering if there will be any discrepancies between us as well as people who we will be working with possibly in the future. How much will it cost? Will it be efficient enough to suffice for our day-to-day work and our day-to-day? If there is such a thing, how could it work? Well, since there has been such a huge advancement in technology over the years, according to Digital List magazine, there has been a lot of use in AI, or artificial intelligence, in the form of MT, machine translation, which allows for us to interact through machines, and someone could say something into the machine and it will translate into the language that you prefer to speak in back to the other person. And a lot of these processes and such can be embedded into programs such as Google Translate, which comes on most cellular devices, Microsoft Translator, and also Amazon Translate. So it is not as if this is not something that cannot be done. It can be done. And in my opinion, it should be done. To ensure that we get the best option possible, with research, I have discovered that Mars Translate, M-A-R-S Translate, will be a nice software for us to look into as far as downloading and embedding into our software. So this software can be embedded into just about any kind of device. Mars Translate has been a part of the industry for about 18 years now. It covers 22 major industries, including retail, banking, customer service, manufacturing, banking, and so much more. So if you were in the need of this translation and you're going to deposit bank slips and bank payments, or just interacting with customers, or if you have a manufacturer that comes into your shop who you need to discuss something with and you don't understand the language that he is speaking in, you can have these conversations with him more clearly. It covers 120 languages from around the world, and it even offers a live chat feature, so you can make sure that you're not saying something that is wrong or anything like that. As mentioned before, I am an employee here, and I have been an employee here for about 2+ years, and I have grown a good relationship with the customers here at Cato. To ensure that my job will be successful in finding something that allows everybody to be able to communicate, I'll be following these SMART success markers. So we will one, get a translator built into our software. I will do more research on other companies that have already embedded software such as this into their company, as well as other software opportunities that we could possibly use. I will analyze my research over and over and over again to make sure that I do not miss a single thing. I'll find companies that offer the best software prices and offer also the best product as well. And I will discuss a timeline with you all to ensure that everything goes smoothly. Now the part that I'm pretty sure you want me to go ahead and get to, which will be the budget part of this conversation. I know that money is definitely a huge factor in all of this, considering you also have to factor in supplies, your clothing, and other things such as that. And as you should know the budget for this project. So there are a few options that I would like to discuss with you. There is one option that allows for the company to only pay $75, and it would include up to 1,500 words that will be translated between us as well as the people who will need the translation. There's another option that costs $400, and it includes up to 8,000 words for us to translate from us to other people. And these are one-time payments that you would only pay one time, and you would get those words for however long you need them. Now, this is an option that I feel might be the best option for us. It's an option that allows us to keep the system itself on standby at no extra cost, and we would only pay 6 cents a word. Yes, 6 cents a word that we would need to translate. And it also comes with the translator themselves as well as a reviewer. Now, I've taken the liberty to go ahead and factor out the cost for this for a day-to-day, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, and a yearly basis. After being an employee with Cato for a little over 2 years, I have learned that most customer interactions contain about 12 words apiece. So, if I were to take the 12 words that I, myself, and a customer have, and I would multiply that by the 6 cents a word, I would come up with 72 cents per customer interaction. Now, I would then take these 72 cents and I would multiply that by the day-to-day basis. On a day-to-day basis, I would normally interact with about 5 to 6 customers that would need help with translating things. So, let's assume that we have 5 customers on this day that need help with translating things back and forth. I would multiply that 5 by our 72 cents a customer per conversation, and I would end up with $3.62 a day. Well, 60 cents a day, I'm sorry. And that is our day-to-day basis. After this, I would then take this $3.60 a day, and I would multiply it by 4 to get our monthly basis, because there is usually 4 weeks in a month. So if I multiply the $3.60 a day by the 4 weeks in a month, I will end up with $14.40 a month. And after the $14.40 a month, you will multiply that by 12 to get your yearly budget for this project. And you will end up with $172.80 for the year. Now, let's assume that we interact with 6 customers a day, which is the most that I have interacted with that would need help translating in a day-to-day basis. It's usually a lot less than this. So this is just the most that I have ever received. So let's say we have 6 customers that day. We'll then multiply that by our 72 cents a day. And we end up with $4.32 a day. We then multiply this by our 4 weeks in a month, and we end up with $17, and 28 cents, which we will then, let me go ahead and make sure I write down that is the monthly. We will then take this and multiply this by 12 to get our yearly price, which will then take our yearly to $207.36. So this is what we'll be looking at as far as prices are concerned. Our range will be from $172.80 to $207.36 for the year. So, in conclusion, I feel as though that small amount of money for $1 billion industry will not hurt our profits at all. And this is per store. I do want to mention that. That will be per store. Most stores don't even have that many customers that would need translation like that at all. Most stores will get maybe 1 or 2, at the most probably 4. So I do believe that this is a great investment, and it will show our customers that we truly care about them. And I would hope that you all would consider this option. Now we can move forward in our timeline of getting everything done and getting everything done quickly and effectively. Thank you for your time.